When I was very young, say about 5, 6, 7 years old, everyone thought I was going to art school. And then by the time I was maybe about 14, there was no question I was going to be going to a music conservatory. My music was contemporary, probably more contemporary than most of the art I create. I worked as a composer out of Philadelphia for about 15, 20 years. My painting was always still part of what I was doing. It was just way in the background. I spoke to a woman. She's in Philadelphia that was very high up. She was a person that was in charge of purchasing paintings for the Philadelphia Museum of Art. She said, well, when you paint, she looked at my surreal paintings and thought they were very interesting. And she said, when you go into a gallery or when you go into a museum, what section do you look at first? And I said, well, I almost always go to the Impressionist and early Post-Impressionist. That sort of fascinates me. I love the texture. I love the color, how different it was from just a generation before. She said, well, maybe you ought to try that. It is scary when you have success in one thing to abandon it, so to speak, to try something else. But on the other hand, you get then the chance to actually have two lives. What fascinated me about the scene was not so much the lake or anything, but rather these kind of sentinel trees, these pillars of columns of trees that break up the painting from all of its horizontal sense, because the shadows are creating horizontal and the sense of the light is moving across the canvas more than anything else. And you're also kind of looking at the lake, not directly at the lake, but kind of looking, I think the viewer kind of is pulled to look across the painting.